Basic English versus phrasal verbs. Boost your everyday conversations. Hello. Today I'm excited to share a guide on 10 essential basic English verbs and their phrasal verb counterparts. Phrasal verbs are combinations of a verb and one or more particles, like prepositions or adverbs, that create a new meaning. They add color and nuance to your conversations, making your English sound more natural and fluent. I'll explain their meanings and provide examples to help you use them effectively in your everyday interactions. Let's get started. First stop, call off, stop. This means to cease doing something. For example, if you're playing a game and you decide to stop, you are no longer playing that game. Call off, this means to cancel something that was planned or scheduled. Example, they had to call off the event due to bad weather. This means the event was cancelled because the weather was not good. 2. Improve, brush up on, improve, to make something better. For example, if your English speaking skills are not great, practicing can help you improve them. Brush up on, this means to review or practice something to refresh your skills. Example, she needs to brush up on her French before traveling to Paris. This means she needs to review and practice her French language skills. 3. Return. Come back. Return, to go back to a place you were before. For example, after a vacation, you might return to your home. Come back. This means to return to a place or situation. It's a bit more informal and often used in everyday conversation. Example, he will come back to his old job after a year abroad. This means he will return to his old job after spending a year in another country. 4. Learn, pick up, learn, to acquire knowledge or skills through study or experience. For example, learning how to ride a bicycle involves practice and effort. Pick up. This means to learn something informally or gradually. Example, she managed to pick up some cooking skills by helping her mother in the kitchen. This means she learned some cooking skills informally by helping out. 5. Manage, get by manage, to handle or control something effectively. For example, managing your time well helps you finish your homework on time. Get by, to survive or cope with limited resources or difficulties. Example, they had to get by on a small budget while saving for a house. This means they managed to live with a limited amount of money while saving for something important. 6. Check, look into, to check, to examine something to make sure it is correct or satisfactory. For example, checking your homework helps you find and correct mistakes. Look into, to investigate or explore something further. Example, I will look into the issue and find out what went wrong. This means you will investigate to understand the problem. 7. Reduce, cut down on, reduce, to make something smaller or less in amount. For example, reducing the amount of sugar in your diet is good for your health. Cut down on, to decrease the amount or level of something. It's a common phrase used to talk about lowering something gradually. Example, he decided to cut down on his caffeine intake for better health. This means he chose to decrease the amount of caffeine he consumes. 8. Discover, find out. Discover, to find or learn something new that was previously unknown. For example, discovering a new restaurant means you find a place you didn't know about before. Find out, to learn or become aware of something. It's often used when you learn something through inquiry or investigation. Example, she was excited to find out that she had won the competition. This means she was thrilled to learn about her win. 9. Raise, bring up, raise, to lift or increase something. For example, raising your hand in class means you lift it to ask a question. Bring up, to introduce a topic or mention something. If you bring up a topic, you start talking about it. Example, he decided to bring up the budget concerns during the meeting. This means he introduced the topic of budget concerns at the meeting. 10. Remove, take out, remove, to eliminate or get rid of something. For example, removing a stain from a shirt means you get rid of it. Take out, to move something from a place, often for disposal. Example, please take out the trash before the end of the day. This means you need to move the trash out of the house. Thank you.